I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, check right. Watch it, you find. Your track.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He completes it to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete to DK Metcalf. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back.
Trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yo. 14.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
He's coming, double up.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
55.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Zipper.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Ready? Stick to yours.
It's going to be a long day.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Topper! Hey, exit. Go.
Throwing Jones. It's caught. Shepard. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, echo. Ready.
Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, zoom.
Now Jones on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happened.
And got his man complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Barkley. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
56. Mike's 56. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Jennings. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, high 7. Hey, Sam off.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
What? 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Down. 70. Indy. Look at me. Door. Wide. Get wide.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, team 6.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike. 54.
Out.
54. Watch the run.
Five.
Here's Jones on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards there, a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Grenade! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Hey guys, listen. Under coach.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Gotta get this stop here, D.
Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Get some penetration here. Get some penetration. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 56. Mike.
Now.
Jones to throw from his end zone. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, Foxtrot.
56, Mike 56. Go, go, go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw from his end zone. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, D. Out.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Rip left.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they try to sweep to Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Heavy on the edges. Front left.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Second and 10 now from the 27.
22-jet bomber.
Now Jones going to throw again. And this is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. It's our field.
Back to throw. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Let's go now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Bravo. Ready.
Now Saquon Barkley. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 37-yard line.
Got it. Hey, Delta.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Rapid.
You draw Porter.
He's crashing. He's checking credit.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. 61. Matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
Mike's 56.
Fire.
Jones now throwing again to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Down, 50, plant.
Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 37. Check 37.
General West.
Spine. No.
Yep.
Motion. Switch.
Hurry.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
56. Get this one on.
Yeah.
Man, move it. You gotta get that.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
That's around the 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 38-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Hey, watch it.
This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Check 55, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Shift.
Smart that.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 99, check 99. Who's your focus? 26. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory. And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.